I just took a 3-hour nap. So I feel energized. I feel awake. Life is great. Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome back to another video. How y'all doing? I never asked you that. You know, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. You doing? Yep. You doing good? Good. Okay. Okay. So today, I'm going to be filming a February favorites video. Cause that's fun. You get to learn things about me, the things that I like in this past month of February. I don't have anything else to say, so without further ado, let's get started. The first category is my fashion favorites, and there's only one thing, and it's this. It's a beret. It's a beret. It's obviously been really super in trend to wear berets and stuff. I was searching for a very long time for a beret, and I finally found this one. I got this at Kohl's, I believe. It's a simple black beret, you know. There's nothing that special about it. It's just a black beret. Although, what I really want is a leather beret because I think they look really cool. But I just have yet to find one. So that will be on my list. That could be my next month's favorite if I find it. My next category favorites will be my music favorites. So the first song is Bad Boy by Red Velvet. It is the bad anthem of your dreams. Red Velvet and this song is like the perfect combination. It's like sitting by the fire on rainy days. It's like Barack Obama and Michelle. You know, things that go hand in hand and are perfect. It's a very R&B song. It gets me very lit. And it's like got an understated sexy vibe, which I really like. The ad-libs are great, just the dance is great. I can't say anything else about it except that it's great. It gets me really hype, especially during the chorus, because the dance in the chorus just goes ooh, ooh, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, and it's just a good time. The next song is also another K-pop song. It's DDD by Exid. DDD stands for dodie, which is, I think, the Korean onomatopoeia for shivering. It's a very dancey song, but it's a very Exid song if you've ever listened to them. If you haven't, that doesn't really make sense, but it's very much their sound, that like electronic, sexy kind of vibe. The first few seconds of the song really pulls you in because it's just like and it's just it's super catchy, but in a kind of good way, just because it is a good song, and B, the production I think is super cool. It's super simplistic, but sometimes the best things in life are really simple, so that's why I think I like this song so much. Another song that I've been obsessed with, that I actually found probably the end of last year, maybe the beginning of this one, but I've only started listening to it a lot in February, but it's Would You Be So Kind by Dodie. It is the cutest song I have ever heard in my life. I couldn't stop singing it for like a very long time. I still can't stop singing it. I found the song because Dodie released a cover. Well, not a cover technically, but I guess a live performance of the song with her tour mates. And it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's just such a happy song. But if you kind of listen to it, it sounds like it's low-key disappointing because she knows that there's a thing here, but the other person doesn't want to admit it, and it's kind of annoying. But at the same time, it could also be a super happy song, but in the end, I love it. I can't stop singing to it, honestly. The next song is Grown by Chloe X Hale, or is it Hal? Haley? I don't know, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But I found it through my Discover Weekly. I've listened to them before, but I was like, they're good, but it's not like my thing. But I listened to this song through my Discover Weekly, which, side note, Discover Weekly is a great thing. Anyway, it's like a coming of age sort of song. It's just saying that to your mama, I'm grown, to everyone else, I'm grown. You know, I've learned things now that I'm older or whatever. It's a super simple song. There's not that much going on. Although the beginning of the song hits you like a bomb because it's just harmonies on harmonies, and it hits you really fast. Plus their voices are super hypnotic. It kind of draws you in and calms you down. The next songs are by an artist named Liz, and it's Queen of Me and Could You Love Me. The first song I've heard of her was when she collaborated with Sophie, and that was When I Rule the World. And it's super bubblegum pop, and you know how much I love my Sophie. These songs are kind of the same, but these songs have a sort of like late 90s R&B mixed with modern sort of bubblegum pop sound. Queen of Me is sort of like the harder of the two songs, not by that much, but she more sing talks in that song, while Could You Love Me Right is more of a like poppier sound. Both songs have an air of nostalgia to them, like I said, because it reminds you of like late 90s R&B, which is best genre in the world. My next music favorite is actually an entire album, and it's the Black Panther album. Oh my god! Kendrick Lamar is a musical genius. He produced this entire album, and every single song is a good song. If you have already watched the movie and listened to this album, a lot of the songs make sense. Like, you can imagine when each song would play. From the album, my favorite songs are probably Ops and All the Stars. Next up are my TV show favorites. So the first thing I want to talk about is called The End of the F***ing World. So it's about this kid James who thinks he's a psychopath, and he has killed a lot of things, but now he wants to kill a person. And then it's about this girl Alyssa who thinks her life is shit, so she talks to James. And it's a weird thing where James wants to kill Alyssa, and then it's a whole lot of things about falling in love and stuff. And I don't want to really say anymore because it's a very unpredictable show. It's kind of a wild ride, mostly because there's only 8 episodes and each episode is only half an hour long, so you can pretty much speed through it in one go. It was good pacing. It didn't feel like too forced, but it was fast enough that kept me on the edge of my seat pretty much. The cinematography is super cool. If you take Wes Anderson films and then make it darker, that's what it kind of looks like. The next show that I've been obsessed with is The Magicians. Now, I'm specifically talking about season 3 because it came out toward the end of January. If you watch the show, you know what's going on. I don't really want to talk about it just because you might want to watch the show. Season 1 and 2 are on Netflix, and season 3 is airing right now, so if you want to watch it, you should go watch it. It's a show on Sci-Fi about magicians, obviously, and they go attend this school called Brakebills University, which is like a secret college of musicians, of magicians. Season 3 so far is going pretty well, in my opinion. I know some people don't necessarily like it, but I like it, so you should watch it. The next show that I'm obsessed with is the 3rd season of Drag Race. Oh my god. When the list of the queens that are going to be on the show dropped, not gonna lie, I was like, why these people? So this season is Trixie Mattel, Ben de la Creme, Shangela, Kennedy Davenport, Milk, Aja, Morgan McMichaels, Chi Devane, and Thorjeet Thor. And then Rue brought in Bibi Zahara Benet, who was the winner of season 1. The first episode was like, it was good, it was okay, right? But the second episode, these bitches are not here to play around. They are all shady, they're all mean, but they are bringing it like hard. The thing with the show is a lot of people think the queens take it personally when certain things happen, but they have to know it's like a TV show and things get edited and it's filmed way before, so people, you know, say things they probably shouldn't have said. But now that like the show is already filmed and wrapped and stuff, it's I'm pretty sure it's all like water under the bridge by now. Anyway, Drag Race All-Stars 3 is a good season so far. Another show that I've been obsessed with is the Trixie and Katya show. I know it's been out for a while now, but I just haven't gotten the chance to watch every episode. If you know, it's basically that, but in a TV show format. The first few episodes, it took me a while to get used to because it's such a random, like, chopped up in a good way sort of show, while the Trixie and Katya show, obviously since it's a TV show, is very segmented and certain parts of the show are made for certain things. It took me a second to get used to that, but after that, it's one of my favorite shows. It's just on another level with guests and street interviews. So the next show that I've been obsessed with is Trollhunters. It's very fantastical. The world building is super cool. The characters are really cool and dynamic, and it surprisingly hits you right here. It's directed by Guillermo del Toro. That took a second. He directed Hellboy, he directed Pacific Rim. It's about this guy named Jim who gets chosen as a troll hunter, which is like the guy who gets rid of like the evil trolls and other things that want to attack trolls and humans and tries to keep the world separate. It gets surprisingly deep sometimes, but I overall really like it. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, so it's on there, season 1 and 2, and the 3rd and final season is going to come out this year, I think. The last show I want to talk about is Queer Eye. Oh, Queer Eye is basically a remake of the old show that was, I think, in the early 2000s, called Queer Eye for a Straight Guy, where it's the Fab Five, so it's 5 gay guys make over a straight guy. Now, Queer Eye, they remade it with a different Fab Five, which is Anthony, Karamo, Jonathan, Tan, and Bob. And they make over not just straight guys. Each guy has a specific thing that they're in charge of. So for example, Anthony's in charge of food and wine, Bobby is in charge of designs. And oh my god, before I talk about the show itself, Anthony Karamo, I know you're not watching, but listen, both of y'all are freaking hot. If you want to hit me up, you can. I'm just saying. I've cried in every single episode. Every single episode is a tearjerker. You don't expect to cry that much with a show like this, but I have. Every single episode I've cried. There's one specific episode where I bawled like crazy. It's a Netflix original. You should go watch all of them. The last category I want to talk about is my movie favorites, and there's one, and there should only be one, and it's Black Panther. Let me tell you, everything about it is good. The world was great. Wakanda, I just want to see more and more of it. The storyline was good, and it had a really deep underlying theme. Shuri is the best character that Marvel has ever created because she's hilarious. She's the funniest, most relatable character I've ever... I mean, up there with MJ from Spider-Man. This movie celebrates such a wide range of people because you have Shuri. First of all, she's a female in science, which is already cool enough because she could be the role model for so many people. And then we have people like Nakia, who is T'Challa's ex. In the movie, she's not used as a plot device because I feel like sometimes women in films specifically that are the love interest of the main character are only there just to push the main character into doing things for love, while the female character is usually, you know, used as kind of not an afterthought, but she's only there to provide that romantic subtext. But in this movie, Nakia does things for herself, and she has sort of her own plot line throughout the whole thing. Everyone needs to watch it. This is an important movie. I could talk about this movie for hours, but I'm not going to. So that was it. So that is my February favorites. If you have any favorites that you would like me to know about, put them down in the comments below. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have the day you deserve. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.